Hey, I'm Matt DeBlas, and we're going to go through a series of session tunes, Irish traditional tunes, to be played at the beginner session hosted at Cargo Coffee on September 11th. This is the first video. I'm going to talk a little bit about, first I'm going to talk a little about playing the tunes and joining in, and then I'm going to introduce our first tune, which is a jig called Out on the Ocean. First of all, session. What is an Irish session? It's when a bunch of musicians get together and play tunes in common. It's not quite a jam in the sense that people improvise. We're all playing the same melody at the same time. Maybe at a bigger session you'll have a few people playing accompaniment and strumming chords, but for these we're going to focus on melody and melody instruments. What instruments will work? Pretty much anything. So traditionally in Irish music, pipes, flutes, fiddles, accordions, and whistles are all really common, as well as banjos, mandolins, and a few other instruments. But pretty much the only thing you need is a melody instrument, or an instrument that can play melody, that can play in the keys of D or the key of G, and the relative minors, that's with 1 or 2 sharps, and with a range of about 13 notes from a D up to a B. So to illustrate on the mandolin, this is D, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B. So that's about the range that the tunes fall through. And if you notice, the mandolin's tune's the same as the fiddle, and that's pretty much the range that you can reach on a fiddle without moving your hand out of first position. So if you're a violin player, those tunes are pretty much all in first position. If you're a mandolin player, same. If you're playing guitar, it might be a little more complicated, but very possible. If you're playing ukulele, soprano ukes usually stop at a A at the most, if they even go that high. So you might run out of notes. Tenor and concert scale ukuleles usually have more range and can keep going. Also flutes. Penny whistle is another great instrument for Irish sessions. The only drawback, I'm not sure with current masking mandates what we're going to have allowed for wind instruments, but if the weather's nice, maybe we can play outside on the patio, in which case we won't have to worry about it. But this is a kind of a cheap and accessible instrument to get you into it, and it works really well for traditional Irish music. And again, fits that range pretty well. I'm going to be doing the tunes on the mandolin because it's easier for me to slow them down and play them for you. What I'll do is I'll first play through it once at kind of a moderate regular speed, and then I'll play through it, introduce the A and the B part, and then I'll play through it slowly again. That'll give you a chance to get it in your head. I'll also link in the comments or the description of the video to a site where you can get sheet music for the tune, as well as the ABCs. And you may be able to find tablature on your own if you're a tab player. But so I'll try to give you as many ways as I reasonably can that you can learn the tunes. You're also welcome to bring your own if you have tunes you really like. And we'll be playing, because this is a beginner-oriented session, we'll be playing at a moderate pace. If you've heard people play everything, lightning speed, that's not going to be us. Realistically, for this tune, it'll be probably... I don't know what that is BPM, but in a session, a more advanced session, you might... So we're going to be playing not quite half speed, and still fast enough that it is musical, but we're going to be focused more on playing cleanly and playing together, and hopefully enjoying ourselves and making this a participatory experience that's friendly to beginners to the Irish music realm, or people who are just getting into this, as opposed to, a technical, shred fest. So the first tune, like I said, will be called Out on the Ocean. It is a jig, which means it's in a 6/8 time, and like all the tunes we'll be doing, it's got an A part and a B part. We play the A part twice and the B part twice. Then we'll repeat the tune, usually about 3 times. The idea being, each tune, usually takes about a minute to run through one round of the tune, so it's about a 3-minute cycle to run through the tune 3 times, so about the same as an average pop song. Unless you're playing them really quickly. In traditional sessions, you tend to put tunes of the same type together in sets. So one tune runs into another. For our purposes, we're going to play one tune, stop, and go to the next tune, just for simplicity's sake while we're learning. So the tune, Out on the Ocean. So it's in the key of G, which means it uses one sharp, the F sharp, although I don't even know if you actually hit it during that song, but if the tonic, the focus note is G. The A part is. So it starts on that D. And actually the only notes used in the A part are D, B, G, E. So that's the A part. The B part goes up, as is really common, and jumps into the second register with an E. And again, the lower notes, it uses only that D, E, G, B, and D. It does use that F sharp in the upper register. So the B part again. So I'll play it through the complete thing a couple more times slowly for you. Go, Out on the Ocean. And like I said, I'll link the music, the sheet music for it, for those of you who learn better that way, in the comments or the description. Thank you.